having access to the health facilities. But that is one aspect of the access. I was particularly touched when you were talking and then somebody was interpreting. It got me to realize that the kind of challenge those who are challenged with speaking in hospitals is a huge, and honestly, I took a note that to start to examine the possibility of having interpreters in our hospitals, because that will be a huge help. It will be a huge help. So it is something I will take to the Executive Council so that as we're reviewing that act, it will be something we'll be ensured to put into our own implementation. Then on the issue of domiciled in 2017, and our administration had a listening One Health, and be able to examine where we were. Security bill, which is being looked at.
Yeah, but I hope you're still online. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing your thoughts.
Round of applause. They definitely deserve it. Expect to take some pictures as well. Ladies. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you, Honorable Commissioner. Deciding what they feel the people need, especially we've been told that that video is now ready, speaking about prevention in Nigeria. And one thing we will all agree is the fact that COVID-19 showed how fragile the global health systems are. So we need to prepare to prevent the next epidemic from happening. So let's have that video as we get ready to just call it a day. Is the video ready?
Is Nigeria prepared for the next pandemic? This is a question one key policymaker responded to in 2019 with some chilling answers.
I would say we are fairly prepared. It's not sufficient and it's not adequate. I say fairly because in the past, we don't have agencies like NCDC. When we had the last Ebola outbreak and Nigeria was affected in Lagos, Nigeria was able to contain it and was able to respond effectively using the existing system. But Nigeria rather has learned lessons from that, and some element of operations are now there. It's part of those lessons learned that brought about the NCDC. It's a very new organization that came into being just within the 8th Assembly. So that organization requires additional funding to be able to make Nigeria better prepared for any emergencies or any epidemics.
It is 2022, however, and it is safe to say the world is in a different place than it was in 2019. What has changed? For one, terms like pandemics, prevalence rate, and other terms that one might only expect to hear in, say, an epidemiology lecture have now become commonplace in public discourse. If the last 2 years have shown anything, it is that epidemic preparedness needs to be everyone's business. Much of the world learned this key lesson in the last 2 years, but one project has been working to increase public awareness and support for epidemic prevention and understanding, and support among policymakers for dedicated epidemic preparedness funding, long before coronavirus made it to the headlines of global news outlets.
So the project's genesis was really to ensure that there was sustained funding, budgetary allocation to the public health institutes to ensure our public health security.
LISDA was commissioned to do this project to respond to a number of challenges at the national and level and in supported states being Lagos and Kano State. One because of suboptimal public investment in health security and limited government responsiveness in terms of having necessary legal and policy framework and institutional framework as well needed to address health security issues.
Some of the achievements in Kano State are as follows. A budget line, Epidemic Preparedness and Response, was created with an allocation of 300 million naira in the 2021 budget. The budget for Epidemic Preparedness and Response was increased to 400 million naira in the 2022 budget. the state was supported to conduct a joint external evaluation and develop the draft Kano State Action Plan for Health Security in 2021. Each of the 44 local governments in the state allocated 3 million naira to epidemic preparedness and response in the approved 2022 budget.
It's extremely important, and preparedness has got to be front and center what policymakers prioritize, especially as we're currently in an election year.
Preventing epidemics is everyone's business. Get involved and take responsibility.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the team, the Nigerian Health Watch. And right now, Ife Babatunde Yusuf, Director of Policy and Advocacy, Nigerian Health Watch, with the closing remarks. A round of applause for Ife.
Thank you very much, Amaka. I'm sure we will all agree with us that everything that has a start has an end. One house, please. Thank you. Thank you. It's been a long day. We're about to end the event, and we'd like to say thank you to everyone who came here today. On behalf of Nigeria Health Watch, we would like to say thank you to our speakers, thank you to our panelists, thank you to our attendees, our online and physical attendees. Thank you everyone for your lovely contributions, to our partners, our platinum partners, our silver partners, and all our sponsors and partners. We say thank you for being here today, and let's keep the message forward and keep on acting as advocates for health. All of us have a role to play in the Nigeria that we want to see. So to end today's session, we'd like to notify you that lunch is ready. And to Nigeria Health Watch team, please can you zoom the camera to where our team members are?
In fact, all the team members need to step forward. All members of the Nigerian Health Watch team.
Thank you for all you have done. For those
Flowers.
who stayed up late,
we want to appreciate you. Please come forward.
Zoom to the Nigeria Health Watch
Please, if
team.
you can leave your post, please come forward. Vivian, we need you here as well. Please we need to continue giving them this round of applause. They put this awesome event together.
Please come forward.
And they are the reasons why
photograph.
we're all gathered today. Please come forward if you can. Let's have this photo session. And Aloy.
Thank you very much. It's been a day, yeah. And on this note, we call it a wrap. Thank you for coming, and I won't repeat myself again. You have your meal tickets, so you could just go and have your lunch. Thank you very much. Okay, please, I'm just informed that the lunch is served, and we need to go there quickly because they're about wrapping up things over there.
All right, but on your way to lunch, please kindly remember to visit the booths and interact with the sponsors outside the hall. Just on your way out to lunch, we'll appreciate you. Thank you so much for being such an awesome...
Thank you, Amaka. I mean...